Good. So Mario's here today. We're gonna work on shoulder and hip mobility because that's what we lose first. And we lose it and then we go into a form of compensation that compromises some other part of our body, usually our neck or our back or our knees. And that's why we're gonna work on stabilizing and moving the hips and the shoulders. So we're gonna start from the basic, feet parallel, hips width apart. Here's your ASIS, here's your pubic symphysis. Midway in between is hips width apart. So it's that close together. Make sure those feet are parallel. We're gonna push down with our big toe and the corresponding metatarsal head, outer four toes and the corresponding metatarsal heads, but especially that pinky toe, and finally your heel. 1/3 through the balls of the feet, 1/3 the weight through the toes, and finally 1/3 the weight through the heels. As 66% of the weight is forward on your foot, we're just gonna stand. Abs are nice and tight. First, second, third chakras are fired up. We're gonna be working time under tension. That means we're gonna work muscles and not joints, and we're gonna keep them tight the whole time. So let's start here. Quads go on, calves go on. First chakra, your pelvic floor fires up. Second chakra, your lower abs go on. Third chakra, your upper abs go on. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Bring your head over the top of your pelvic floor as you stand. So we're gonna be working hip mobility and hip stability. So we're gonna start out by stretching. That's the first part of mobility because it's interesting how the little calf muscle can impinge on back function, posture, and hip mechanics. So we're gonna stretch out the gastrocnemius, keeping our abs engaged, sucking in the tummy, shoulder blades are down and back. You're just gonna pump those hips forward. Feel what it feels like to elongate your hip, feel what it feels like to completely mount your hips over the tops of your balls of your feet, even though there's a block underneath the ball of your foot. Abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy. Just feel the stretch. We're breathing. Whoops. Abs are engaged. Just see what it feels like. Stretch and lengthen. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in that tummy. Okay, now we're gonna break it into a hip circle. Try not to move your head. This is probably the biggest piece. We're gonna activate the righting reflex, so we're not gonna move the head, and we are moving from the hips. Opposite direction, keep breathing. Jaws relaxed. Oh, there's Gillen.
10.
Okay. We're gonna increase the stretch by taking now, put the roller off to your, or just an object that you can balance with, off to your right. You're gonna take your left leg across midline. You're gonna stretch into it, you're gonna stick your booty out, you're keeping both legs straight. We're starting up the mobility piece of it. Abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy. We're just stretching. Stay leaning forward. Remember where your foot is behind you. Push your hips back, abs are nice and tight. Then you're just gonna bend and straighten that rear leg behind you. Keep breathing, keep smiling up. Remember? Okay, good. We're gonna switch sides. Block goes under the ball of your right foot. Notice if this calf is tighter or not. Abs are nice and tight, suck in your tummy. First, second, third chakras are on. We're gonna mount the hip as we pump the hips forward. Smiles are up. Ooh, feel the stretch of that gastrocnemius. Gastrocnemius, when it tightens up, causes your shoulders to round, your head to go forward, and your belly to turn off. We're gonna do all the opposite. We're gonna pull in the belly, draw the shoulder blades down and back, keep the head over the top of the pelvic floor as you're breathing. Remember?
Not yet.
Okay. Suck in that tummy. Okay, hip circle it. Try not to move your head. We're activating the righting reflex. So Mari and I actually saw The Lost City last night.
10.
Opposite direction. But the whole thing is I couldn't get over is they killed off Brad Pitt really early in the movie. Oh, sorry, spoiler. Okay, take that leg across midline. Push out your booty. Keep both legs straight. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in your tummy. Just feel a stretch. We're going for a stretch. Remember where your foot is back behind you. It'll make sense in a second. Abs are nice and tight. You're breathing as you now lift and lower that rear leg from the same spot, keeping that left knee behind your right knee. This is what it's like to bend your legs. And good. We're going to stand on 2 feet again. Okay, we don't need the block for the moment. Abs are nice and tight. We are going to work some of the functioning of the butt. But in order to do so, we have to work on the functioning of abs first. Everybody has a portion of their abdominal wall they don't like. It sticks out a little more than the other parts of your abs. I actually want you to find that spot, and it's going to be a soft spot. Tighten your abs, and you'll feel that it's a soft spot. Like right here on me is a super soft spot. So we're going to tighten up that soft spot as much as you can, and then we're going to flex and extend. Flex and extend. Keep your fingers in that soft spot so you can actually feel it contracting. Notice it when it turns off. Don't let it turn off. There's no point where it turns off. Notice when you stop breathing. Remember? And now we're going to go left and right on that spot. Keep that spot nice and tight. Keep pushing your fingers in there so your abs have to resist by tightening. Jump. Okay, you're going to lean back now, doing the same thing, keeping that spot tight. This is especially important for what we're going to do with the hips. I knew that. Okay, and then we're going to go side to side, keeping it tight. Abs are nice and tight. If you do this right, your abs will feel bruised. If you do this wrong, you'll be clenching your butt only. Smiles are up. Good. Go ahead and shake out your shoulders. And then here we go. You can use your roller or not. Oh, Wolfie. Take your left leg back behind you. Right leg's going to be straight. Your feet are parallel. Abs are nice and tight. Chest is up. So from here, all you're going to do is lift up this leg straight. So you're making your left butt cheek work. Suck in that tummy. Abs are engaged. No pressure in your low back. Okay, from here you're going to lift that leg up back behind you, and then you're going to bring it forward and through. And then back behind you, hard contraction of your butt, and then bring it through. Keep breathing. Feel what it feels like to balance. Feel what it feels like to keep your abs engaged. Keep the work in your booty, but not in your low back. Abs are engaged. Lift that knee above the level of your hip. Smiles are up. What number is that? I knew that. That's why I asked. We're going to switch sides. Okay? You can have your hand on the roller or not. Abs are nice and tight. Chest is up. First, second, third chakras are on. Keep your abs engaged. You're going to lift lower using your right booty cheek. Don't bend your knee. I'll let you have it on the exercise before this. We want to keep it straight so your butt's working. Okay, now from rear, lift it off the ground, bring it forward, bring it back. Woo! Abs are engaged. Time under tension, so you're keeping your abs and your core on the whole time you're sucking in your tummy. You should feel this in your booty. All the way into your hamstring. What number are we on?
9.
Good. We're going to switch sides again. Okay, your leg is going to go slightly out to the side. So first it was behind you, now it's slightly out to the side. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Shoulder blades are back. Keep the core on. Pelvic floor is on. We are now going to lift that leg out to the side. You're using your butt, not your back. Abs are nice and tight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, keep that leg elevated as you bring your leg across midline, above your waist, and then back. This will help you with balance. This will help you with walking. This will help you with unstable surfaces. Keep your core engaged, no pressure in your low back. Make sure you use your butt when it goes to rear, abs when it goes forward. And then moving on. Good. Switch sides. Leg back behind you, then out 45 degrees. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. Hold that balance. Lift. Suck in that tummy. Chest up. You can feel for your soft spot again. See if it's softening up again. Keep it nice and tight.
10.
Okay, from here, we're going to go from out to side, across body. Lift your knee above your waist. Use your booty to bring that leg back. Right butt cheek. Abs. Right butt cheek. Abs. Knee above the level of your waist. This will get you out of a lot of trouble. Hold your balance. If you're falling off balance, bringing your knee above the level of your waist, you will fall if you have to use this. Okay, switch sides. Abs are engaged. Leg goes back behind you. Crosses midline. Okay. Suck in your tummy. Keep those abs engaged. Rear leg stays straight. You're going to lift it up. Keep that rear leg straight. Keep your abs engaged. Suck in your tummy. Okay, from here, you're going to bring it across midline. Then you're going to pull it back with your butt. Abs. Butt. Keep going. Suck in that tummy. Nothing falls apart, including your balance. Clean motion. And now moving on.
9.
I knew it.
10.
Okay, good. Switch sides. Leg crosses midline. Abs are nice and tight. I'm gonna line up with you guys a little bit. There you go. Abs are nice and tight, and here you go. Lift lower using your booty cheek. Keep that rear leg straight. Do not bend it. Chest up. No pressure in your low back. Suck in that tummy.
10.
Okay, now from the rear, out to the side. Lift that knee above the level of your hip. Always putting that foot back to the same spot. Use your glute max to pull it back. Abs, butt, abs, butt. Woo. Notice what your balance is like. Time under tension. Hold that balance. Leg goes out to the side and open.
10.
Good. And rest. You guys should feel your booties working at this point. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. Woo! Let me see. Give me position with Maria. You're going to take the leg out to side. Chest is up. Abs are nice and tight. Shoulder blades are down back. Sucking that tummy. You're just going to bring your leg out to the side. Smiles are up. Sucking that tummy. We're going to switch sides. Abs. Good. And you should now feel the whole activation of your hips. We're going to go into our lunge position. Left leg goes to rear, right knee is over top of the foot, right knee is bent. Your feet are parallel, your chest is up, your rear thigh is straight. You're pushing that thigh back. You can put your hand on your knee first. Abs are nice and tight. We're doing our sit-ups. Suck in your tummy and then release. Suck in your tummy and release. Keep breathing. Okay, now that you've got your abs engaged, shoulder blades are down and back, arms go back behind you. You guys have done this a million times. We're gonna go forward, sucking in our tummy, time under tension, so we're working our butt muscle, our quad muscle. Our lat muscles, our abs, we are not using the joints of our low back, knee, ankle, foot, neck, or shoulder. We're working muscles and not joints. What number?
7,
Abs.
10,
Awesome. We're gonna switch sides. We're gonna do our sit-ups. Knee over top of foot, knee is bent, abs are nice tight, push that thigh back, abs nice and tight, suck in that tummy, sit-up time, suck it in, and release. Suck it in, release. You're changing the shape of your abdomen. Suck it in, release. Smiles are up.
10,
Okay, here we go. Arms go back behind you. Sucking in that tummy, create body shape. Time under tension, we're using our butt, our quad, our lats, and our abs. We are not using our low back. If you feel this in your low back, it means you need to push your hips back further and tighten your abs. Suck in that tummy. And you should now feel the whole activation of your hips. We're going to go into our lunge position. Left leg guts are rear, right knee is over top of the foot, right knee is bent. Your feet are parallel, your chest is up, your rear thigh is straight. You're pushing that thigh back, you can put your hand on your knee first, abs are nice and tight. We're doing our sit-ups, suck in your tummy and then release. Suck in your tummy and release. Keep breathing. Okay, now that you've got your abs engaged, shoulder blades are down and back, arms go back behind you. You guys have done this a million times. We're gonna go forward, sucking in our tummy, time under tension, so we're working our butt muscle, our quad muscle, our lat muscles, our abs. We are not using the joints of our low back, knee, ankle, foot, neck, or shoulder. We're working muscles and not joints. What number?
7,
Abs.
10,
Awesome. We're gonna switch sides. We're gonna do our sit-ups. Knee over top of foot, knee is bent, abs are nice tight, push that thigh back, abs nice and tight, suck in that tummy, sit-up time, suck it in, then release. Suck it in, release. You're changing the shape of your abdomen. Suck it in, release. Smiles are up.
10,
Okay, here we go. Arms go back behind you. Sucking in that tummy, create body shape. Time under tension, we're using our butt, our quad, our lats, and our abs. We are not using our low back. If you feel this in your low back, it means you need to push your hips back further and tighten your abs. Suck in that tummy. Shape, we're changing the shape of the butt. We're changing the shape, a habit of cheating and rounding our spine. And we're working muscles.
10,
Okay, good. We're gonna stand on 2 feet as we do hip circles. Try to move from your hips and not from your head. Suck in your tummy, shoulder blades are down and back. Keep breathing. This is a good day. This is a happy day. Receive this day
10,
in happiness. Opposite direction, do not dread. Do not overthink. Wiggle your hips and enjoy. Okay, good. We're gonna come on to our left knee. This is probably one of the hardest activities because this is small angles. We don't like doing small angles of the hips and the knees because it's energetically costly. It's the initiation of movement. And we like skipping a step and immediately going to almost straight leg because we don't spend much energy up there. So we're gonna hang out down here, arms go back behind us, abs are nice and tight. You're gonna hinge forward first. Just get the motion and an energy into your butt. Suck in that tummy, straight spine, no pressure in your low back. You should feel your hips go back as your chest goes forward. You should feel the alignment of the knee over the top of your foot.
10.
Okay, from here, this is where the fun starts. Your toes are curled under on your left foot. Abs are nice and tight, chest is up. We're gonna pick up, hold, 1 inch off the ground, same thing. Straight spine, no pressure into your low back. Work should be in your butt and your quad and your quad. Abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy, no pressure in your low back. Your knee is floating off the ground. Should be 1 inch off the ground. There you go.
10.
Good, let's switch sides. We're gonna be on our knee first. Abs are nice and tight, sucking your tummy, shoulder blades are down and back. Arms go back behind you, good posture, good movement. We're gonna see what it feels like to move in the smaller angles. Your hips ideally are going back, your spine stays straight. Look at Maria's great spinal alignment. Suck in your tummy.
10.
Okay, abs are engaged. We're gonna lift 1 inch off the ground. Lift that knee up. Same thing, we're gonna hinge forward, come back up. Spine is straight, shoulder blades are down and back, abs are nice and tight, suck in that tummy. Lower down. Suck in that tummy, hold that balance.
10.
And lower back down, come into kneeling. Woo, you should feel your quads now. We're gonna stretch them. Block and block. So, Maria and I found this little store in Kailua. It's called Julia. And it has really cool, is it linen clothing?
Cotton linen.
Cotton linen clothing. It's like perfect for summer. I kept asking them to make guys' clothing instead of girls' clothing. Abs are nice and tight, shoulder blades are down and back. We're squeezing our knees together and we're gonna do sit-ups. So just suck in your tummy. We're gonna do 10 this way first. Lean back. Change the shape of your abdomen. I like local businesses. The woman's, she's the designer. Her name was
Satori.
Satori. She was really nice. Okay, now you're gonna lift your knees up off the ground. You're gonna pop a wheelie. You're sucking your tummy, squeezing your shoulder blades down and back. Suck in that tummy and release. Okay, now you're gonna curl your toes under. Whoa. If you feel excessive pressure in those metatarsal heads, really push those heels back until there's no pressure in your metatarsal heads and you only feel stretch in your plantar fascia and your Achilles tendon into your calf muscles. We're gonna lean back. Knees stay together, shoulder blades are down and back. We're continuing to do our sit-ups. Smiles are up. 8.
9.
What?
10.
10. I knew that. Okay, we're gonna pick our knees up slightly off the ground. Keep your knees together. So it's like a miniature lean back squat. Same thing, suck in your tummy, release. Suck in your tummy, release. Suck in your tummy, release.
Nine. 10.
Okay, and then we're gonna do our last one. We're gonna go up on the high knees. Our knees are together and we're leaning back. You could put your block into the highest position if you want. You're gonna push your hips forward. You're sucking in your tummy, release. Sucking in your tummy, release. We're stretching out those quads. We're stretching out your calves. We're stretching out your feet. Shoulder blades down and back.
10.
All right, you guys did awesome. We're gonna start opening up the shoulders. That's why we had to be able to bend the knees. You're gonna get your ball or a roller. You know what, let's just use a roller. Does everyone have a roller? Let's use a ball or a block. You can use a block on this one actually. Okay? All we're gonna do is take the roller, put it, or the ball, put it over top of the head, or your block over the top of your head. You're gonna bring it down behind your head without moving your head forward. And then back up. Down, and then back up. Abs are engaged, sucking that tummy. Shoulder blades are down and back. Try to keep your elbows open. I know they're gonna wanna come forward like this, but try to keep them open as you do this. Keep your head back. That's going to help you with anterior head carriage. So keep your abs engaged, close up your rib cage, keep that pelvic floor on.
10.
And rest for a second. Okay, we're going to do the same thing, only we're going to go off to the right, then off to the left. Keep the head upright. It's like the block or the ball setting behind your head. Abs are engaged.
10.
Good. Rest. Abs are nice and tight. Shoulder blades are down and back. Suck in your tummy. Once again, arms go over the top of your head. You're going to reach over the top of your head and you're going to do circles. We're mobilizing the shoulders and upper body, but we're also working on back extensors to get you upright. So arms are almost straight. There you go.
9. 10.
Opposite direction. Keep your abs engaged. Keep breathing.
Eight. 9. 10.
Okay, most of you are not used to that much bending the knees, so straighten out one leg and just straighten out the other. Just go back and forth like you're trying to get in the starting blocks. Maria smells really good this morning. Even though she wanted to kill me with her look, she smells really pretty. Okay, you're gonna take the ball or block. If you got the block, you're gonna take it in its narrow position. You're gonna take it back behind your back. You're gonna squeeze your shoulder blades down and back. Or you might want to move a little bit off the wall. Come forward towards me. Yeah, probably fit. Take your arms back behind you. You're sucking your tummy. We're gonna start out by just lifting and lowering. Take those arms back behind you, suck in that tummy. Keep your rib cage closed. So the way we cheat is open up the rib cage to do this. Keep your abs engaged. And then now you're gonna go side to side. Keep the ball away from your butt. Suck in that tummy.
10.
Good. All right. Now we're gonna go into we're gonna stay in low kneeling position. My arms are too short. Okay, we're going to just start out by leaning over to the right. You're going to try to keep the weight 50-50 through both legs, and then you're going to come back up. You could add your left arm coming over the top, but keep your chest open. Suck that tummy in. This is mobilizing your thoracic cage, even though we're going after your shoulders, but it will get the shoulders to function properly. Exhale, breathe. Keep Keep your abs engaged.
10.
Okay. We're going to do the opposite side. Same thing. You're going to roll it out, hold, take that other arm over the top of your head, keep your chest open, the abs nice and tight. The ball or the roller is only there to remind you to be fluid in your motion and to roll with it versus be ratchety in it. Smiles are up.
10.
And if you're doing these right, they should feel like sit-ups because your abs are engaged. So we're going to switch sides. You're going to take the ball or roller back behind you. Chest stays tall. You're just going to lean back, roll over the ball. This is actually extension. You have enough space? You're rolling. You're opening up your pec. You're keeping your abs engaged. Your smiles are up. This is if you're in the car and you have to reach back behind you into the back seat to get something. Like Wolfie.
10.
Okay, other side, same thing. Notice if one side's tighter than the other. We don't like it when it's one side's tighter than the other. Oh, roll it out, roll it back. Get a nice twist going on. Keep your abs engaged.
10.
Okay. I'm gonna move back slightly. You're gonna take the ball and put it out in front of you. As the ball goes underneath your right hand, you're gonna twist and go out to the side. So you're twisting off to the left. If you want, you can take your left arm back behind you. All this is to mobilize out the shoulders. Is that 10?
Last one.
Last one. Last one, just stretch and hold. Really feel what it feels like to open with a twist. Okay? And then we do the opposite side. You have two options on the arm. You can bring it up or behind your back. Either way is okay. It's more about the arm that's on top of the ball. Suck in that tummy. We're not losing ab control.
Last one.
Abs.
10.
Good. Once again, we're going to
Oh,
just...
we didn't hold.
Oh, we have to hold. Hold. Sorry. Hold. Thank you, Maria. Stretch with the twist. And then come back up again. We're going to do our leg stretchy outy thing again because we're going to stay in this position for a bit. It's interesting to open up the shoulders, we have to go into knee flexion. Okay, so we're going to do now my favorite. You're going to get your ball again, or roller, either way. We're just going to roll out and come back. But you're using your abs to go out and come back. You're not making your shoulders carry the burden of the work. You're making your abs do it. Much more powerful than your shoulders. Keep Keep your rib cage closed as you do this, sucking your navel to your spine. And if you want now, you can go to the left and to the right, or sorry, left and right. We're just twisting open the shoulders. Keep breathing. It just feels good, I think. And it also teaches you to be long. Like you have to really reach to make this happen.
10.
What number is that?
10.
I knew that. Okay. We're going to sit on our butts for this next one. Oh.
We got the rubbish truck.
Garbage truck is here again. It's like when it doesn't, when you don't put out your trash, the garbage man like teases you by driving around in front of your house. But when you have it out there, they don't come until like afternoon. Sucking your tummy.
It came already.
Okay, chest is open, abs are nice and tight. You're just going to roll it a little bit back behind you. Just a little. Try to keep your head up, head over the top of your spine. Okay. We've done this before. We're going to do it a little differently. You're going to put your left hand behind your right shoulder blade, and then you're going to put your, left shoulder on top of the ball. And then you're just going to wiggle around as your arm's back behind you. So it's helping you to roll out your shoulder. Your hand will be flat against the ground. You can move your neck around, which is really nice. But this is going to pin down your shoulder blade. It usually flares off. Keep breathing. Feel what it feels like to take your head back into extension. Nobody likes that. That's why you want to work it.
Watch your hair.
Yes, hair jewelry, clothing, and drawstring. Careful. Earrings. Okay. When you feel ready, we could switch sides. What is that? Right hand behind your left shoulder blade. Ball goes underneath your right shoulder blade. You're going to roll it. Ooh, this feels so good. Feel what it feels like to put your head in extension as you do this?
10.
Okay. We're going to sit up. You're going to move your ball off to the side. We're going to put the roller behind our shoulder blades. Your knees will be bent. Nobody likes this, and that's why we're going to work on it. You're going to lean back a little bit. That's going to put your neck into extension. If you're not used to extension, this is awful. You're going to take your arms over top of your head. You're going to move one arm at a time, doing circles above your head, tipping your head back. That's the hard part. One arm at a time. Keep your abs engaged. Close up your rib cage. Oh. Huh. Just see what things feel like in extension. See how your body wants to avoid it. Don't avoid. Okay, go ahead, let the roller go under your head like a pillow. You're going to turn your head left and right again. Just say no. Now, just to prepare Maria, we're also going to say yes. Your head's going to go up and down.
No.
Yes. Yes, we're going to say yes. Yes. Okay. Now we're going to go on the roller lengthwise. The main thing is to get the roller behind your shoulder blades. This time your head's going to hang off the end of the roller. We don't usually do that. Oh, I have to move. Head's hanging off the end of the roller. We're going to do our hands over our head again, and we're going to do circles above our head. This way your shoulder's a little bit freer to move. And then also take it out to the sides. You're doing circles out to the sides. Both Mario and I don't have enough space, but you get the idea. This is teaching you to mobilize your shoulders with your neck in extension, a skill we do not practice enough, and that's why we get in trouble when we suddenly have to do it. Keep your abs engaged, rib cage closed. Navel to your spine, spine to the roller, smiles are up. And then hang your heads over the top of your head like you're preparing to do a Superman. Dive into the water. Keep your abs engaged. Now pull with your lats. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Abs are engaged for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your arms out the sides. You're flying. Squeeze your shoulder blades down and back. Abs are engaged. Close up the rib cage for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can bring your arms into your sides. Abs are nice and tight. Turn your head left and right. Just say no. Don't go so fast you get dizzy. Just want to create mobility. Ah. You're breathing. Oh, I like it. Okay, try to say yes. Keep your abs engaged. Oh. And now for a whole lot of fun. Don't lift up your head. Just roll off the roller. Go onto your back. Abs are nice and tight. Just see what the ground feels like. It should feel like not only you feel like you're in a groove, but it should feel like a whole lot of earth was shoveled out from behind your shoulder blades and taking that tension out of your neck that you carry. Make sure your abs are engaged, shoulder blades are down and back, abs nice and tight. We're going to keep that head down now as you put the ball underneath your sacrum or roller, it doesn't matter, or block. Hands come to the ground, abs are nice and tight. We're doing my favorite. We're going to let the feet hang and let the blood from our feet go back to our liver and our heart and our brains so our feet don't have more blood than our brains. Just let it drain. If you do this right, your feet should feel heavy and cool as the blood goes back to your heart. Tighten your abs. Now we're going to work on knee mobility as you drop. Drop. There should be no pressure or discomfort in the knees. If there is, figure out what muscles you have to turn on, your quad muscles, hamstrings, or calves. Whether you have to angle your foot in or out in order to get it to take the pressure out of your knee, figure that out as well. Keep breathing. Drop. Let gravity do the work. And from here, we're going to take it into a walk. You should feel your quads starting to work now because your quads are pulling everything back up, then releasing. It's a tension release situation. We're going to take it up to a faster paced walk. Watch the alignment. No pressure in your knees. Keep your abs engaged as you now double time into a little jog. Suck in that tummy. No pressure in your knees. Shoulder blades are down and back as we now double time. Keep your abs engaged. Suck in your tummy. Nothing falls apart as we go into Gillen time. Super fast. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs go against the ground. Abs are nice and tight. You're going to rock from side to side. Keep breathing. Keep that pelvic floor on. Okay, you're going to bend your right knee. You're going to move the ball closer to your left butt cheek. We're going to roll, and then we're going to do a spinal rotation on top of the ball or roller. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. This is spinal rotation with the lateral bend. This is putting pressure on your left glute medius. Remember to breathe. Try to keep your right shoulder down. We're twisting the internal organs, trying to wring them out. It's asymmetrical load on your lungs, which is good to do periodically, so we know both lungs are working. Keep your abs engaged. And then we're going to do the other side as we put the ball primarily under your, right butt cheek. Your left knee is bent, abs are nice and tight. You're going to do a spinal rotation over to the right. Try to keep your left shoulder down. You're twisting your internal organs, so keep your abs nice and engaged. We're doing an asymmetrical breathing on the lungs, so just really feel what that feels like as you open up one lung more than the other. The lungs are not like a bag like they showed us when we were kids. It's like more like a bag full of hollow boba. And as you inhale, those little bags inflate, and then as you exhale, they deflate, those little bobas within the bag. So your lungs have substance to them. They're not just hollow spaces in your chest cavity. And then come back to center. Ball goes underneath your sacrum again. Your legs are going to go straight. You're going to rock your hips side to side. Okay, come off your ball and onto your roller. Butt at one end, head at the other end. You're just leaning back and chilling out. Feet are parallel, knees are bent, knees are over tops of feet. Your shoulder blades are down and back. First, second, and third chakra are all engaged. Shoulder blades are squeezing down and back. So the interesting thing is, this weekend, we went to Kai's honoring that he got his Eagle Scout badge, which is a really cool process in itself. It shows a whole lot of ambition, focus, and fortitude that I didn't have as a kid that age. But it was just a neat, like, rites of passage that Kai got to. And it's like after a certain age, we start losing our rites of passage, and rites of passage are important at every point in our life. something that we achieve and that we move on from, and we improve on from that point forward. And that's how come we're not as impressed with our achievements as we go on in life, because we don't have that supporting us or identified within our lives. I'm coming off the roller, you stay on the roller, abs are nice and tight, chest is up, shoulder blades are down and back. So take this moment to acknowledge yourself like you're getting an award, that you've done a culmination of things to get yourself here that are extraordinary. It's not that we need every movement we make and everything we do to make us into a special snowflake, but every so often we have to honor the great person that's inside of us. That we are a gift handed down from the divine. And when we achieve something, it's something extraordinary. For Kai and most of his troops, it wasn't really a big deal. They were kind of over it because they actually got their Eagle Scout badge last year, and they were just waiting around for COVID, restrictions to be taken back so we could have this award ceremony. So it was more for the parents. So somewhere between that, I don't care anymore, and I've achieved something big is where we want to be. So it's not such a big deal that we're so tied into it that we get lost in it. But at the same time, you're doing something extraordinary and you did it for the divine. You didn't do it for yourself. So breathe. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that makes that moment sacred. It's then that moment that you realize and you connect that you made an achievement, not only for yourself, but that expression of the divine. So on behalf of Mario and me, we'd like to thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for being willing. And we'd like to honor in you your achievements of what you guys are doing. You don't realize how much stronger you're getting every day and every time we get together. And we want you to know that we notice. So thank you and namaste.
Namaste.